Hi there, welcome to this video in the snow. You might have seen a recent video that I filmed on a foggy morning, and I went out in my local area and photographed trees and a wood, and it was a really amazing morning because of the great conditions. And this morning I've got up and it's snowing, and it's quite a strange snow because it's quite thick in a lot of places and it's sticking to tree branches, but the roads outside are completely clear. So I think it's not going to last particularly long, so I'm going to get out in the local area. I might even visit a lot of similar locations that I visited in my last video just to compare the difference in the fog and the snow, but either way I know that I'm really going to enjoy my photography. As I mentioned in the introduction, this is quite abnormal to have such a clear road considering how much snow there is on the trees and the grass, because we live out in the middle of nowhere and this road doesn't get any grit or get visited by the council at all. So usually the slightest bit of snow and this road gets completely covered and stays covered for quite a long while. So it's very strange conditions, and it's actually reasonably quite warm considering what the weather's like. The conditions are really quite tricky this morning for taking photographs because we've not only got the snow on the ground and on the branches of the trees, but it's also a very, very plain overcast sky, so there's no detail really anywhere. So you've got to really search quite hard for elements like this tree that's got an interesting shape, and then you've got to think about your exposure, and so you've really got to expose for the snow to make sure that you keep that without it blowing out, but you don't want it to go too grey because it still needs to look fairly white and have some detail. So it's quite tricky finding that balance. So in these kind of conditions, trust the back of the screen and just have a look at what you've taken, and don't forget to make it bright enough so that the snow doesn't turn too grey. Finding things to photograph this morning is really quite difficult, and I'm having to look really very carefully because everything seems very samey. But I have just walked past this fallen tree just here that I thought looked quite good because I've used a very wide angle, so it really splays out the branches and makes them quite dynamic with leading lines through to the middle. But because of the way it's positioned, these branches down here on the ground are white against dark, and then this branch that sticks up into the sky is dark because the snow's on the other side, and so it silhouettes against the sky. So from a monochrome point of view and a good tonal contrast, I think it works really well. Now, if this is your first time visiting the channel, then do consider clicking the like, subscribe and the bell notifications, because it helps make sure that you don't miss out on any of my future photographic content, and it helps me reach my milestone of 10,000 subscribers. But also, don't forget, you can support the channel by visiting my Teespring store, where I've got a range of merchandise available. Now in normal conditions I probably would have walked past these trees just here and not even noticed them at all, but in these conditions today, these trees that have been cut off at the top just stood out because they were quite different. So I used these two trees just here to hem them in, and then these trees that have been chopped off at the top I've put in the centre of the frame, and I just thought it made for quite an interesting little bit of a composition. It's always good to challenge yourself and try something that's out of your comfort zone, because I never find woodland photography easy, and this morning in these conditions it makes it even more tricky because you've now got the element of the snow involved as well. So you've really got to look for contrasty areas and things that just stand out. So I have found a few elements of that, but I don't know how successful they'll be, but it's still quite fun trying and really just pushing yourself to make sure that you're looking really carefully to spot compositions and photograph things that might be interesting. I've photographed this pond many times in lots of different conditions, but today is particularly challenging because of the flat light and the snow on the ground. Finding a composition has proved quite tricky, but I have eventually found this clump of bulrushes just to my right that are isolated from all the rest of the rushes, and so that makes for an interesting bit of foreground interest. But even then, just getting the right composition has proved tricky, and I'm still not totally convinced on which one I like the best. What I did is I took the camera off the tripod and I moved it around, just looking at the viewfinder to try and get a feel for what the composition looks like. But I've tried lots of different positionings. I've tried the bulrushes very close to the camera, throwing the background out of focus. I've moved the camera away, getting more of an overall scene. I've had the camera down low so it pushes the bulrushes into the sky so they're silhouetted against the flat white sky. And I've taken one from quite high so the bulrushes stand out against the water on the pond because of the snow on the top of them, and I'm really not sure which one is going to look the best, so I'm going to have to put them into the computer when I get home and really have a proper look at them and assess them when I can think properly rather than just looking on the back of the screen. But what I have done is I've given myself lots of opportunities to do that by not just taking the first photograph that I saw. I have experimented and tried lots of different compositions until I find one that I'm happy with when I get home. I'm back in the field where there's lone trees in the middle of the field. Now obviously you can see the far side of the field this morning because it's not foggy, but I'm still using the same technique as I used in the last video where I'm getting down nice and low. So I separate the bottom of the tree from the top of the trees on the hedge line, because that way it just provides that bit of separation and makes the tree stand out a little bit more from what's behind it. I've been out now for about 2 hours, but it has noticeably warmed up, possibly due to the fact I've been doing quite a bit of walking, but I had to take my hat and gloves off. But I have also noticed that I'm doing a lot of just walking and not really looking around me. As I'm starting to get more tired, I'm not taking in what I can see quite as much. Admittedly, it's not quite as interesting because some of the snow has started to melt, but I think just for this last little bit I do need to slow down again and just look around me to make sure that I don't miss anything interesting.
what I'll do now is I'll leave you with some of my favourite photographs from the morning.
Well, I've had a really good morning today, and I'm really glad that I got out in these conditions, because when they present themselves like this, you can't do anything else but get out with the camera. And the most important thing is you just enjoy the process. I might not have my best photographs that I've ever taken, but I think I'll still have some that are quite pleasing. So I hope you've enjoyed coming along with me today. Now, if you have enjoyed this video, do let me know down below in the comments, and nip over to my Instagram or Vero account, that's at Oakden Photography. Leave me your comments there, and you can also see lots of my photographs. Now, if you like what I do on the channel and want to help support me to make future content like this, then you can visit my Teespring store. There I've got a range of merchandise on offer, so head off over there, because a purchase really does help me out and it's very much appreciated. But you don't have to spend any money at all to support the channel. You can do that simply by clicking the like, subscribe and the bell notifications. It really helps me out, and it makes sure that you don't miss out on any future content. Watch out for next week's video, that goes live on Sunday. In the meantime, you can go and check out this video just up here. But all that's left now is to say, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.